and happy Friday to you. Today we're going to talk about over 35 and feel like you're just running out of time with every passing day and every cycle. It would in me a huge place of anxiousness that I just felt like every minute, every cycle, every passing day, I was losing the opportunity to reach my dreams and have the family of my own. If you're watching this video and that's you, drop me a comment below and just let me know something. Feel like if you're over 35 and you feel like you're just running out of time because you have unexplained infertility or in the dating game. So a little bit about my story. I was over 35. I knew going into that I got married 34 34ish. I knew going into my marriage that there was a lot of chance of us having problems to conceive. I had already had some surgeries done. I had for endometriosis removal, and so we were being proactive. I was being proactive. I was having discussion with my OBGYN. I was visiting reproductive endocrinologist. And that's what I would, if you're over 35 and you're feeling like you're running out of time, that every cycle that is successful is a challenge, challenging your opportunity to have a pregnancy, a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby outcome, then don't be passive. By that is I was doing active things to move my infertility forward while I was waiting, right? So while I was waiting for surgeries, while I was waiting for that 6-month window to be over, there are things that you can do on your own, right? So say you're 35 and you've been trying for a while, but not the 6 months. You go to the doctor and they're like, okay, well, you need to wait 6 months. There's starting to be some controversy around that, whether, it's 6 months or a year. Some doctors are backing off of that. Some doctors are saying, we're just going to proceed because if you've been trying for any amount of time and you haven't gotten pregnant, then we're just going to go ahead and get on the path to trying to figure out what's going on with you. But I would say to you, there's a ton in your control. And I started chipping away at those things. I addressed it systematically, and that's what I do for you too. If you're one of my clients, we kind of address it systematically and go step by step through the system of, is your plumbing working? Are your tubes open? Things like that I'm sure that you've heard of before, but then also going into deep dive into testing and what's in your control. So while you're waiting, there's lots of things that you can do. So it does give you the opportunity to maybe even get pregnant while you're in that waiting period. It didn't happen that way for me. I had to go through quite a few surgeries, second opinions and things like that before we got to the family of our dreams. Some people find that with the diet and lifestyle changes, and as they're kind of going through this checklist of things that you can be doing during that waiting period, that they find themselves pregnant because they've shifted. It's just sometimes the tiniest of shifts in your diet, in your lifestyle, finding something that you're deficient in. I was talking to a client just earlier today about ferritin, and that was a level for me that was so just some of those small things can that you can address proactively while you're waiting can make all the difference in the world. So we talk about all of these. I talk about all these things and more in my Infertility Empowered group, where we talk about detoxing toxins from your personal care products, from your diet, all the things that could be tipping you over the edge in terms of hormone and endocrine disruptors, empowering you in talking and testing in the community, and healing body, mind, and spirit. So if that's something that is interesting to you, I'm going to drop the link in the comments. I would love to see you in the group. And I have a special gift for you for hopping into the group. And that is my Infertility Success book, which you can see right here. It's an e-copy. So if you hop in the group, it's my gift to you. Health and blessings to you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.